To me, the idea of modularity is effectively about unbundling the traditional blockchain stack into individualized and specialized parts. So what that means is in a traditional blockchain, you have a set of core operations which are required to facilitate transactions and to store data and to verify blocks and to effectively create this system of truth and these kind of decentralized databases. And so what modular blockchains means is basically you can take apart each individualized function of a blockchain and almost just outsource it to somebody or an entity or a separate chain, which is specifically meant for that process. And so you do this enough times and you get this bigger blockchain built up of individual parts, which when put together makes this modular chain of these kind of outsourced parts, which are more effective and specialized for doing their job at hand. So I kind of think of it as like a soccer team or a football team, where if you had a team of all strikers, you'd probably score a lot of goals, but you wouldn't be able to win a championship versus a team that has a really well thought out strategy with a goalie, a defense line, midfielders, attackers, and strikers. And so you kind of get this more balanced blockchain for higher levels of scale in the modular fashion. The monolithic stack is more like a team of strikers really trying to accomplish all parts of an important system of a blockchain in one layer. So doing execution, settlement, data availability, and consensus all within one layer versus outsourcing each part of the stack into specialized, individualized modules.
No, I think I absolutely agree. I think what we have seen is, as you rightly mentioned, there's a transaction layer, there's a data availability layer, and then there's a consensus layer. And all three working in conjunction with each other. Of course, monolithic blockchains have been a flavor. It's easy to understand and it's easy to manage. But at the same time, the problem is that, the limitation of one automatically becomes the limitation of others. It's like a limiting factor. And now we have three factors where, either of them can become a limiting factor, putting down whether scalability challenges, security challenges, and decentralized challenges, everything become a challenge. And I think breaking down these into three different components, and then, massive players, of course, coming into not just is good for the scalability of the entire blockchain stack, but at the same time, I believe that it will bring in much, much more innovation. So if let's say, we see data availability, now we are seeing massive players. We have Celestia, we have EigenDA, we have, Near, we have Avail and SysCoinD, and few other DLAs are coming in. I think, and each of them are bringing a different flavor, a different approach, a different vision. And I think together it is going to disrupt, how it's not just about the cost of managing data, but, how much decentralization they can bring, how easy they can make it to plug and play. Because if all these components become plug and play, then I think, modular blockchains are going to be a massive upgrade, I would say, over monolithic blockchains.
Yeah.
So from a developer standpoint, we are seeing that rollups have become quite popular now. We have quite a few established layer 2 rollups, which have become quite big, whether you see in terms of developer adoption, whether you see in terms of TVL, like, Arbitrum or ZK Syncera or, Optimism. Some of these established Linea, Scroll, and so on and so forth. So they have already become massive. And now we are seeing hundreds of rollups are being built across all different categories, whether it be DeFi, payments, gaming, layer 1 to layer 2s, quite a few of them are moving there. A lot of centralized exchanges are launching their own layer 2s.